The math just wasn't mathing when it came to my loose natural hair. The math is always mathing when it comes to my Microlocs. What is up, Flockers? That is my fellow Lockers and aspiring Lockers. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 3 reasons why you might want to think about going from being a loose natural to being a Microloc natural. So if you want to hear about that, then stick around. So if you're wondering what this contraption is that I'm in, this is an at-home sauna. It is wonderful. It gives you the feeling of being like the after-workout gym sauna thing that you go to, but you get to do it in the own convenience of your home. That kind of leads me to my first point on this list, and honestly, it's a bonus, so we're starting with the bonus. A wonderful thing about Microlocs that you may not be able to get when you're a loose natural is the fact that you don't have to worry about the elements. I'm literally sitting in a sauna right now. It is hot, there is steam. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's literally steam in here, hot steam that I am sitting in. It is hitting the back of my neck, my hair, all of that, and I'm sweating, and I don't have to worry about it because my style is always stretched. It's not going to puff up, it's not going to coil up and get super kinky or anything like that. So like I said, that wasn't even one of the top 3 things on my list, but it's definitely a bonus that you don't have to worry about the elements, whether it's steam, whether it's going swimming and jumping into a pool at any given moment. Those are all wonderful reasons why being microlocked is already a huge plus over necessary, possibly being a loose natural. The first reason on my list for why you might want to consider going from a loose natural to Microlocs is that Microlocs resemble and mimic loose natural hair. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that there are times, especially within the first couple of years of you starting your locks, when they're baby locks, when they're adolescent locks, and even sometimes when they are fully mature locks, Microlocs and Sisterlocks tend to mimic loose natural hair. And so for someone who wants the look of loose natural hair sometimes but doesn't necessarily want to have to deal with all the things that come along with having loose natural hair, then Microlocs or Sisterlocks may be the way to go for you. Like I said, sometimes people will mistake your hair for being loose natural. They'll think that it's a wash and go or something like that because of just the texture and the way that your hair looks when it is in Microlocs, because you get the best of both worlds. You get a look that looks locked, and you get a look that also looks like loose natural hair. The second reason on my list for why you may want to think about going from being a loose natural to a Microloc natural is the significantly shorter wash days. The wash days aren't even wash days, they're wash minutes. I honestly mean that. Now, when I was a loose natural, I didn't have hair all the way down my back. My hair was shoulder length. So we're not talking about having super long hair, but I know that there are some people that have super long natural hair. So for me, even with my hair only being shoulder length, it would literally take me half a day to do my complete routine when it came to my loose natural hair on a wash day. Now that's pre-poo, that's detangling, that's the shampoo, that's conditioning, that's doing all this in sections, that's also the deep conditioning that I would do, and then of course you have to do something with your hair afterwards to keep it from, shrinking up too much and from being difficult to manage later and comb and whatnot. So then you end up having to do some style, whether it's 2-strand twist or something to your hair, do a wash and go or something that takes extra time in order to keep your hair from reverting and being totally coiled up. So it would literally take me hours upon hours most of the time, so that I didn't have to be away from my family and I get to spend quality time with them. I would literally wait until everybody was asleep and start at like 11 or 12 o'clock at night, and it would take me until 3 o'clock in the morning to finish washing my hair, and I would go to bed with a wet head, and then the next day I would have to continue and finish doing, like I said, my 2-strand twist or whatever it was that I was going to do to keep my hair in for a week until I had to start the process all over again. With Microlocs, my wash days take me literally 10 minutes or less. I go in with my shampoo, hit it with the conditioner, and then I'm out. And if I choose to, I can put a little bit of oil on my scalp and my hair when I get out of the shower, and that's it. Total, it takes me 10 minutes or less, like I said, to do the whole process. It's the ultimate wash and go. So that is a great reason why you may want to consider going from being a loose natural to being a Microloc natural. And the third reason on my list of why you may want to think about being a Microloc natural as opposed to being a loose natural kind of plays into the second one, but it has to do with the maintenance time being shorter. Now, like I just explained with the last one, it would take me hours to do all the steps between pre-poo, shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioning, detangling, and then the styling afterwards, whatever style I chose to do. And then I was having to do that weekly because for me, I have to wash my hair at least once a week because exercising, just the way my scalp is set up and getting dry and stuff like that. I can't go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks without washing my hair. It just doesn't work for me any time of the year. Not just during the summer when I sweat a lot, but even in the winter, a week and my scalp is screaming at me, please wash me. Now with that said, with Microlocs, I don't have that problem because yes, even though I have to do my hair once every 5 to 6 weeks and it takes me 6 hours to do my hair right now, that's 6 hours that I'm devoting to my hair every 6 weeks. As opposed to, I would say about 4 hours when you take into the 3 hours for the wash time and detangling and all that, plus an hour to style my hair after I'm out of the shower with loose natural hair. So you're averaging about 4 to 5 hours of maintenance time. And for me, like I said, it was weekly. We'll do 4 times 4, so 16 hours. I'm gonna take 6 hours over 16 hours every 6 weeks as opposed to every 4 weeks. So for me, the math just wasn't mathing when it came to my loose natural hair. The math is always mathing when it comes to my Microlocs. Of course, at the end of the day, you have to do what works for you, what's best for you, and what makes you happy. So obviously, I have nothing against loose natural hair. I love loose natural hair. And for those that are good with managing it and have the patience to, more power to you. And there is no shame in wanting to have your loose natural hair, just like there is no shame in not wanting to have to deal with your loose natural hair if that's not what you want to do. Again, at the end of the day, you need to do what's right for you, what works for your schedule, your family, your lifestyle. I've just noticed that Microlocs and Sisterlocks have really given a hair freedom that is new and that's different, and it's truly hair freedom. Now, it's not freedom in the sense that you don't have to do anything to your hair because you do have to maintain it, but it's a whole new level of hair freedom that we didn't know before, that we hadn't experienced before. So that is very exciting, and I love sharing this with other people because I really do believe in it. I really do love Microlocs and Sisterlocks, not just for the look, but for the time that it gives you back, for the life and like I said, you get time back. You get arm strength back from having to, sit there and detangle for hours upon hours. Like I said, I'm getting hot on this camera. I don't know if you could see the sweat beads welling up on my forehead, but I'm getting hot and I want to enjoy the rest of this spa time, sauna time in here without y'all. So I'm gonna let y'all go. But before you go anywhere, make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you can join the vlog. And also watch some other videos while you're here. You ain't gotta go anywhere, and hit the like button while you're here too. Doesn't take you but half a second to do it, and it really helps the channel. So hit that button and stick around to watch some other videos while you're here. I'll see you there.